When is a chain restaurant more than just a chain? Well, when it's been part of the community, helping to provide a hometown feel for decades. Two examples kind of bracket downtown Papillion. At one end, Wade Wilson's runs a store that opened August 6, 1996. To the other end, Pierce's Dairy Queen.
Oh, my dad built this store.
Oh, really?
Actually, right before I was born, which was July 3rd of 1967.
Mick Pierce started working around the store when he was 12.
I would take the sandwich, put it on this little thing, and carry it up to the customer on that. So I basically started when I was 12.
From there, he started working as a paid employee in junior high, and by the time he graduated high school, his dad turned the store over to him.
It's just second nature to me. I just knew how he did things. I work all day. Then I'd come back every night around 7 or 8 o'clock to close the store, to make sure things are done. That's what my dad did, and I saw that my whole life, and, it's just how it was.
You don't see many traditional Dairy Queens much anymore. Red roof, white walls, no indoor seating, a true dessert spot.
We're the only one in the whole area that is, the whole Omaha, Council Bluffs area that's actually just a regular Dairy Queen. People come here for dessert. A lot of times, if you go out to eat and you want just a snack, you stop in. Blizzard I think it's 85% of our business.
For so many folks that grew up in Papillion, this was a first job, including a certain local longtime TV anchor.
He used to work here, actually.
Rob worked here?
For my dad, years and years ago. A lot of our employees, they get to know so many of the customers, they'll have their order ready before they even walk in the door.
Yeah.
But we have them through junior high and high school. That's a lot different than a lot of other jobs. People, don't like their job and they leave. We keep the job.
Good job.
That's the same employee story you hear when you head up Washington Street to Runza.
I'm now having the second generation of people starting to come in, which kind of makes me feel old. I like hiring the 15-year-olds because they have not worked anywhere else. We can mold them in the way we'd like to mold them. They have no bad habits. Cheeseburger meal. Typically, if we do a good job, which we should do a good job, we can keep them all the way through high school.
Wade Wilson worked at Runza in Lincoln when he was in high school.
My wife and I are both from Lincoln. Wife and I met at Runza at 33rd and Highway 2 when we were in high school, doing our first jobs.
Years later, Runza founder Donald Everett told Wayne he couldn't have a store in Lincoln, but to look around in a 3-hour radius. That's when Wayne drove to Papillion.
Target had just went in, and there was an empty lot next to it, which is now Home Depot, and I proposed that. And they were already looking at the empty lot down here, and they said, well, come down over the hill, and that's your lot if you'd like it.
Since then, the store has witnessed a lot of changes across the city, but one constant is the quality of the workers.
We're fortunate here in Papillion. We're pulling from a lot of good families, and that's what I tell everyone. We get complimented a lot, boy, you have a lot of good kids. I go, well, they're coming from a lot of good families.
A great example of that is the Gallardi family.
Third sibling.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Andrew was the first. He moved on. And then Jonah, her brother's assistant general manager here. And then this is the baby of the family.
I asked Wayne why he thinks people love eating Runza so much. He says it's pretty simple.
I think because the food is all fresh. And we started at 7 o'clock this morning, and we don't even open until 10:30. I think that sets us apart from a lot of other places.
From making gallons of homemade ranch every day, to a Runza making process that hasn't changed in decades, to the uniqueness of having a store that isn't just about the lunch rush.
Our dinner rush matches or exceeds our lunch rush. And it's just families coming in. Whereas now that I travel around a little bit, your typical store is 60% of all business is done by 2 o'clock.
So whether you're stopping in for a family dinner or just to grab some dessert, Runza and Dairy Queen have downtown Papillion surrounded.
We've just been happy to grow with Papillion. I mean, we've been here 26 years now, and like I said, it's just the same families. You get to know everybody in town.
We feel like we're a part of the community, and we're an old part of the community, so people know us, and they expect us to, be part of it.
For Explore Downtown, I'm Michael Severe.